pour nga dem bay rek all the time. These are important things. So animal rearing, mun nañ ko improve in our own country. Balañ ko import di ko ici and all stuff like that. You men do we can.
Because after all, foog naa xar yëpp Sénégal naa jënd wala Mali. La moo tax mënuñ ko yaral suñu bopp.
So mun nañ ko yaral suñu bopp, we can do it. dañ ko bañ a def. We refuse to do it. Man, we refuse to do it, but we can do it. Not everybody can go to the office, must sit down and stuff like that. No, some people have to go out there. So that's kind of development the president is advocating it, which is important. So you muna def lini, you indicate in our doorstep. Everybody has a cheaper, but I'm the real or it's not good. Muna jël lini every year. Munna jël loo xam ne munna xalaat leneen a step forward rather than to bring animals ko defee ñu ko jaay a step forward ñun mun nañ koo def waaye ñun mun nañ koo noppal because moom li moo advocate mooy the development of the country so development bi open at this level. So
people have to play a part. They have a role to play.
Very, very important role they have to play in the socio-economic development of this country, which we are not doing it. So, but we have to do it. Not the president alone can do that. So he always advocated, Mom, he cannot do everything. So then go and prove ñu jàppale ko. Dañ ko war a jàppale in everything that we do, especially in the area boo xam ne development la. We have to do that. So when we do that, we are safe. But we cannot depend on every time like people are importing or exporting. We have to work hard to have what we need on the ground.
Alhamdulillah, katun sajol min ka sanga buko dal si wuli wara wula wuli konondo. Afele ya ndanga soto jang dal si wuli nani kemelul. Nga saje fula sandala si wuli konondo bari ñen saje wala na tan non kili wo kilin mbasa na marset nimma wuli kononto jo mbe wuli sew jo la piles cambian kol mbali danila misil mol nse balafan nu ñoye nga momo na man subo soto e kafu ñoye sa so subol parce que president jamme fela be min do ko kambaye ba ko ja July 22nd mbaite fana jayila ete min Abdou Ndiaye mbe jayila enen jaksi Ndiaye albe do ko kendo min alla programme mbe duala banko nyaton ko fana piles nabe nyinkela banko sanya fanutal nsa commencé juna ko le yasabu banko kan julol man pare ka banko dala momo ila intereso banna to nyalum business olom katan ndol tata makal ngajeje bari birin tata minnan tata arafa business sewot ala ko ko innamal mu'minuna ikwa bal anata fokota ka innamal a'mal binniya yo njay bimbe
nafa bi jede
ha nyindo ko momo be do ko la jang bira sojalta dindin to hadi dindungol min be tulungol la jang e be barajo kono ala be jole la barajo katum bimu lunneti mo be junube kafaro lungo watole arami so wala kumayata walu no arafat do kare momo e wakilte sunta arafa ima ya beteat ila sang kartan nim fula ala ba junubo be kafar adun wo arafa kono ni be sungole sar qur'ano karanno ya fa astaghfirullah keme warawla taw warawla ni warawla ka senka wala wulu warawla keme warawla tan warawla ni warawla l'islam momo e min doje wala ya suratu yasikara wala la ilaha illallah wa allahu akbar e ka wirdu walu nga beteata ka tulumman soton tolbulu ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam wala do ko folo jamala tamo qur'anati man satalla ala jundi muhammad rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam bintol kambiyan ko le medamin alhamdulillah rabbil alamin faraja fojati esilon fo television olon fora jaw kambiyalum ba kon dano wala be farisi sokon ni wa nyimman ke bisalo binin te fana futata dinnugol nimbori bale bina woto moy ka fole banna salo say mo belum bannata fuarta kering please kambiyan kol kan killing kuma killing arnga nyomuta ربنا اتنا في الدنيا حسنه وفي الاخره حسنه وقنا عذاب النار ربنا تقبل منا انك انت السميع العليم انك انت السميع العليم انك انت السميع العليم سبحان ربك رب العزه عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله على ما كان يسبل.
I have with me now Honorable Borikoli, National Assembly member of Funyi Jarol, he's a veteran. Everybody, I think you don't need to be introduced, sir.
Of course, no.
What does this mean to you?
Well, this means it means a big thing for all of us, particularly Gambians, the Muslim Ummah. This is really a good gesture from His Excellency Professor Dr. Alaji Ege Jammeh. If you look at the ships within this area, if you ask them outside, they will tell you beyond 10,000, 8,000. But for the ordinary man who can afford to buy a ship which should have cost for 12,000 and 5,000, I think is a laudable.
It's a saving for some of you.
It's a saving for most of us. In fact, I'm buying one for 5,000, which I would have bought for 12,000 outside. Really? Yeah. To be frank, he has done well for the Gambian people.
What do you think people should learn from this gesture, from this initiative of His Excellency?
Well, this is a very good initiative. Every Gambian, particularly those who are well off, those who can afford like what the president is doing, can join the president and give a helping hand to the entire nation, so that each and every one of us will be able to slaughter a ram in his or her house. I think if anyone is to emulate the president, we should call on all other patriotic Gambians like the president to come into this venue to buy sheep for the poor, so that each one can afford.
Everybody, let's suppose the president did not do anything like this. What do you think will have happened?
I know the majority of the people will not be able to slaughter ram, because the ones outside are so expensive that you cannot even put your 3 salaries together to buy one ram. And I know most of us will not be able to kill even one, not to talk of even trying to buy, because it's very expensive. If you could imagine the smallest ram, they will say 7,000, 6,000, some at most 15,000, 12,000. How many people can afford that? Very few.
Everything is blamed on the exchange rate. Do you think that's a fair excuse? Do you think that's a fair argument?
It's not an excuse, because most of these rams you can find them here within the Gambian region. That's not the real thing they should say. Exchange rate, nobody should lay the price, the value of the price of your ship to say that the exchange rate is very high. This one is a man-made exchange rate.
What is your last word before I end this interview? Well,
I'm calling on all the entire people, the Gambian people, to pray to His Excellency, Professor Dr. Alaji Ege Jammeh, for his good health and a good vision, so that by next year he will be able to do for the same gesture he is doing for the entire people, so that each and every one of us will sacrifice a ram in his house.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
ñu ngi ni Banjul BCC xam ngeen ne comme ëllëg Tabaski la waaye njiit ñoo ba léegi di jaay nag naa wàññi njëg li lool Bintu ngay ko laan jaayal naa depuis Korité bi yaa ngi doon jaay.
waaw maa ngi doon jaay depuis Korité bi te bi lii passé tamit ñu ngi doon jaay gannaaw buñ sante yàlla suñu borom bi juddi si yónnente bi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.